Hello, everybody. Hello. So all my fans are going again at the same time because it is hella hot here. Let me know who's here. Say hi in the chat and stuff. Oh my God, it is hot, boy. I don't know why my place is hotter inside than it is outside. It's just bloody ridiculous. Hey, Abbas, how you doing? You good? How was your day today? Get up to anything? Or normal Monday? Hey, people on Instagram as well. Welcome. Let me actually just get my link again. Ta-da! Pop that in the, let's see, chat. Hello, Sora. If you want to not go back to tape. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Will. It's been good just roasting. It's so hot. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm complaining. Like, it's too hot for me. I need a little air conditioning unit or something. Do you know what I mean? Hey, hey, Erin. Erin says you should retitle this video 6 foot for nothing in honor of we're starting already. Guys on Instagram, if you want to join in the chat, then pop over to my YouTube channel, Shade Salami Official. I'm just popping it in the chat for you. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. What do you, oh, there for you guys there. Yes, so welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys for joining me. For those that don't know, I'm all things sugar and Shay Sade. Okay, and this is the debrief. This is where I'm debriefing Love Island UK season 12 episode 8 and Love Island USA season 7 episode 12 today. So we got a few things to go through. Oh my God, this episode, what we giving it marks out of 10 to start off with. Hey, online. Hey, Keisha. Marks out of 10. Evening, Miss Prestige. How you doing? Me personally, it's going back down again. I think I'm going to a 7. I think it's giving 7 out of 10 for me. Only because there were just too many dry conversations that I don't think we needed to see. Yeah. And the drama that they promised wasn't given. It really wasn't. Seriously. Okay, Will Smith is giving it 5. Erin's giving it a -3. Not even just a 3, a -3. Keisha said that ending was the weirdest thing ever. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Miss Prestige is saying 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, mate. Wait, what's that? What do you mean? What's the C? Am I missing something? Is she okay? He has CTE. What's that? Online is saying 7. Love Tommy versus Shia. Okay, cool. So singing about me, yeah. Okay. Abbas is saying 7 for the ending. Okay, cool. So we've gone down a little bit, I think. Who is the MVP? Who is man of the match for this episode in Love Island UK? Who do you think took it? I don't really have a man of the match, I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't. Anybody have one? Because I would say I don't think Manisha done. Dejan, why? Will, I need to hear your reasoning. Can you put your man of the match or your MVP and why? Please. Tommy, the little Italian you. Serious. Because he wound himself up. Alima, maybe. Keisha, actually, to be fair, first half, I'll give her first half. Or even the first quarter. Erin says Love Island UK needs to find shame. MVPs are Alima, Melisha, Tony, and Shakira. They are forming a little band together, it seems. It's like they put the ethnics, I don't know what to call them, but I guess Tony's not ethnic, but she's a, I don't know, a visitor. Do you know what I mean? They're putting them together, it seems, and it was just like then all the other girls, apart from I think Megan, the dark-haired girl, she is actually mixed. I think she's Albanian and Italian, but still white, I guess. So all the white girls and then all the other girls plus Tony. That's what it seemed like that they were doing, which is weird. Yeah. Online says, I told you there was some latent low-key racial tension between the white women and the non-black and non-full white. Yeah, I agree. I think they're ethnic adjacent, yes. I think they're playing on that. Oh God, sorry, my light's just flickering. They're playing on that for some reason. It seems a bit too desperate, I think, from the producer standpoint. It seems like a race war for real. The villa is definitely divided, and Dijon is disappointing. That's all I'll say about that. He's just really, every episode he disappoints me more and more. Abby says she was holding back for Tommy's safety. I agree. I can't lie. I totally agree. I think, like, don't get me wrong, I think what's it called? What those boys done today. So they had a game today, and in the game they had to get these different receipts, read them out, and guess who it applied to, right? So the boys done it first, and they have to choose a girl who they think the statement applies to. So it was just really silly things or embarrassing things. And three of the boys, Harry, Dijon, and Shia, decided beforehand who they wanted to kiss. So no matter what the question was, they would back each other up and go and, you know, convince everybody that that's the girl that it belongs to, which is kind of a little bit cheating, really and truly. And I'm not going to lie, a little bit creepy. Do you know what I mean? So I think they thought it was harmless, but it's a bit like, bro, you shouldn't have to go to all this trouble just to kiss a girl. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a bit desperate. It's a bit beggy. It's a bit much. It's actually a little bit much. It's a bit cringy, you know? So Harry, because it was so successful that because Harry kissed Shakira, who he keeps on saying he's got unfinished business with. Dijon kissed Melisha because he wants to start something with her. And Shia kissed Megan because he wants something with her as well. And Harry, being the cocky person that he is, he just starts bragging to Tommy, and Tommy is with Megan, and Tommy didn't like that shit. He didn't like it at all. As soon as he found out, he went to tell his girl, Megan, and Megan told all the other girls, and they weren't happy. And then Tommy decides to switch on Shia. He decides to switch on Shia, which I just don't think was a good idea. However, I do agree with what Abbas is saying. I think that Shia was holding back because I think he understands the space he takes up, you know? But Tommy, I don't even know. I thought he was brave or stupid. One of the two. I don't know. I don't know which one it is. He's either brave or stupid because he was cussing. He was being so rude. He called him a lanky. Did he call it a lanky shit or something like that? He called him a little prick. He called him a couple of things, you know? And I think Shia was trying to be like a good sportsman about it. Like, oh, I hear what you're saying. I kissed her because she was fit. But, you know, I didn't think about it fully, which at their age they should, you know? He's a freaking dad. Like, come on, like, just do better. Do freaking better. It's embarrassing. But yeah. He even calls him a bleeped out word. Yeah. I'll probably see you next Tuesday. Probably. Or something like that. But he was in his feelings. I think he was showing off to Megan because Megan on the terrace was like, oh, I like it when you're angry, that type of thing. So I think he was getting irate because of Megan. But at the same time, it's just like, I get Tommy's upset. but I think he's just taking it away. Actually, I don't know. Do you think he's taking it too far? Do you think he's taking it too far? Do you think Tommy was right? I don't know. Because you should be defending it if the guy's acting sleazy. Because for Shia don't need to do all that. I don't understand. Like, maybe is it a self-confidence thing with him? But he shouldn't have to do all that. It seems weird that your weird lamppost was unnecessary. That was rude. That was rude. That was really fucking rude. That was rude. But yeah, I was saying he definitely was showing off, and Megan was getting on my nerves. Megan, I thought I was gonna like her in the beginning, but I think I've done a complete 180. She's annoying. She's actually annoying. She's like, you know, in Aladdin, what's the parrot called? Iago or something. She's like that. She's annoyed. She's there just yapping. Shut up. Hey, Little Rock, how you doing? Just yapping, man. Running her mouth. Exactly. Running her mouth. Erin says, Shia, Dijon, and Harry are the most corniest individuals I've ever seen. Honestly, it was cheesy as fuck. And the thing is, yeah, Harry's the oldest there. He's 30 years old. 30. He must have got his new hairline and thought, I'm the shit now. I can do whatever I like. Like, bro, relax. He needs to relax. He needs Little Rock. Little Rock said this sure is drier than a cracker, like a cracker. I mean, it is dry. There were very, very long dry moments, I'm not gonna lie. But that bit at the end was fairly interesting in my opinion. I think Tommy is brave, but not in a good way. I think he needs to mind himself. I think Shea don't really play that shit, and he was trying to be humble about it. But I think there was one point, I think he was just either going to headbutt him or deck him or something. Like, it just seemed like he was like, listen, mate, I'm trying to make up with you. Like, relax it all the way down. Dijon and that KSI hair, like, oh, Erin. Not cares that. Here's just the irony of shea butter being dry. You know, shea butter don't work for everybody. It don't work for everybody. That's hilarious. Harry on 909 is saying, Harry, Dijon, and Shea are football lads, so their banter humor is very cheeky. Bro, I think they cross a little bit of a line, especially Shea and Harry, because the girls they kiss have explicitly said to them that they're not interested anymore. So you're kind of crossing a line. Like, if they, it's a very, because that's the nature of the game. If they were playing the game properly, it wouldn't be so much. But because they've done this little side thing, it's giving creepy. It's giving a bit creepy, man. It's not cool. But Megan with her, oh, look what you guys have caused. I thought, this is stupid. Like, well, shut up. Like, as Melisha said the other day, shut up, Megan. Just stop talking. She's yapping. I need to see KSI's hairline now, because I know what I think it is. No, the internet's rude. The internet is rude. Bro, nah, it's rude. Is this what we're saying Dijon looks like? That must be enhanced. It must be enhanced, isn't it? That's thingy. Liberty. Oh, poor Dijon. Maybe he should go to Turkey as well. Them guys are doing bits in Turkey. He can fix it up. Seriously. That conversation between Shea and Yasmin was very painful. Yes, Keisha, it was. It was so friggin' dry. And the way, like, I get, like, have good posture. I get that kind of thing. But the way she was sitting so like a freaking meerkat, like just up, just it was like, relax, girl. And she was saying, oh, I'm more relaxed now. And because he's a bit awkward and reserved as well, like it just made the whole thing. And then she was just like, oh, did he ask her or did she ask him about the kiss and stuff? But it just seemed awkward. I don't know. It was odd. It was very, very odd. I don't think they suit. I don't think they suit at all. I think she's obviously, like everybody else, trying to stay in the villa. Wait, did Melisha wear black in the end, or did she not? Because she said she was trying to flirt with Shia, but I think he was being a bit slow, man. She's like, what's your favorite color? He's black. She's gonna wear a black dress. I can't remember if she did or she didn't, to be fair. But yeah, I think they're trying to secure their place in the villa because there must be a recoupling soon for sure. Oh, Keisha said, very awkward, and she bit his lip for no rhyme or reason. Yeah. They didn't even get the kissing music. They don't care. It's out of order. It's actually out of order. Because it's not romantic. It just seemed really forced. Why did she bite? And he was like, oh, yeah, I like it. But it didn't sound like he liked it. I don't think he liked it. I don't think so. It's just really, really weird. Very weird. Meg apologizes to Melisha. I can't lie. I guess you guys know already. I don't like Meg. I really don't like. I think she's a bit of a pit bull, unnecessarily. I think it's good that Dijon has now shown his ass that he wants to try and explore things with Melisha. I'm hoping that Melisha just rejects him. I hope that's the case, but I don't think that's going to be the case because she wants to stay in the villa. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Meg at all. I think she's bloody rude. Like, God bless Alima for coming in and calming down that conversation and actually like getting the first stage of getting Meg to understand that she could be in the wrong here because she weren't having it. You can't have like one girl defending herself and being in tears and all of you guys are ganging up on her or doing nothing and just watching it happen. Like, also, I spy Tony, yeah, because although Tony went to go and speak to Melisha afterwards, in the beginning, she was just like, she didn't want to be involved. She was trying to stay out of it. Her and Ben didn't want nothing to do with it, which is telling. which is telling. Obviously, Shakira came over to help the situation as well. And Alima told Meg and told her straight, like, do you know what I mean? It's not nice. Meg she's a literal mean girl. She actually is. Because she could have squashed it. And I think production must have had a word. She must have had a right word and just said like, and they said to her, like, look, you need to apologize because it ain't gonna look good. Ain't gonna look good. And Melisha looked unbothered as well, which I love. Which I love that. I love that. Seriously. Oh, mate. Alima was the voice of reason tonight. Yeah, she was. And I think she's just a general. I think her and Shakira are just like very chilled, cool, like reasonable people, you know? They're not looking for any trouble or anything like that, but they're not going to stand for it if someone's like doing something out of whack. What was it that thing you reminded me of again? Meg was giving me, who's that girl? The Marks and Spencer's girl. Olive Oil. I can't remember her actual name now. But she's giving that kind of energy. Miss Pursuit said she's the peacemaker. Yeah, I believe so, Alima is. And Meg was listening to a point. Meg don't like Shakira though. Did you see the way she spoke to her? Out of order. She just missed her like she was a little girl. I mean, she is kind of a little girl to her, but yeah, that was out of order. That was rude. That was really fucking rude. And I guess, like, to be fair, like, Meg has been filled with every confidence from Dijon. So I don't I'm the prize, Jess. That's it. Thank you, Gilda. Yeah, Meg gives me Jess energy. And I think she is, because even in the game, that was one of her things, wasn't it? Like, oh, I just turned up, so that was it for the date or something like that. Like, she thinks she's the prize as well, and it's showing. She's just got ugly attitude. Yeah, Erin saying, Alima, my queen, just trying to keep the peace. No, she really was, man. Seriously, she's a sweet girl. And that friggin' Ramel, I'm not feeling Ramel, man. I'm not feeling Ramel. The guys they're whack. They're actually whack. Oh my God. Seriously. Because Dijon has really hyped up Meg. And Meg thinks she thought she was number one, and now she knows that she's not. She's going to spiral again. She's just going to spiral again. It's going to be embarrassing. I'm going to say Meg had Jess and Samantha energy all in one. Yeah, yes. Exactly that. Exactly that. Erin says Ramel is a scallywag. Honestly, these guys, man. Someone just said it in the group. I think they said, like, these guys are not having relationships, but they're just sleeping with people. And that's what it seems like. God. He's doing way too much. Online says Ramel is so tense and stiff sounding, a bit macho as well. Yeah, I think so. He's a bit, what did the girls call him? They called him a bit serious. I think he's a bit serious. I think he's like maybe too much protein going to his brain. I think he just mainly thinks about games. That's all he thinks about. Just games, man. Oh, mate. Ramel, I don't like him for Malima, but she ain't got no other options right now. She really doesn't have any options. Unless I wish she don't like her, does he? I don't think he does. I don't think he does. But yeah. Those were my main points, actually. Was there anything else that I missed? Or anything other noteworthy of this episode? I just think it's Connor's doing well, I guess. But Connor got he got a little bit, not pied, but he wanted to go to the hideaway with Emily, and Emily was just like, nah. Oh, is it? Is Alima Muslim? Oh, I didn't know that. Online is saying Alima is Muslim. She needs to find a man in the mosque, not Love Island. Right. No, I didn't know that at all. What do you think about Dijon doing all the multiple threesomes as well? So he had it's like he had a girlfriend that was freaky and done loads of threesomes with her. 20 times. Do we care? Or do we not? Owen J says, Yasmin bragging about breaking relationships is such a slap. And we need to bring back shame. To be Yasmin, I don't even know what it is, but she reminds me of someone. I don't know. I think it's an old school film. But yeah, I don't know what Yasmin's on. And she does need to find a bit of shame. Like, it just seems unnecessary. It's very attention seeking, you know? And this isn't the show for her. I don't think she blends well with them at all. And also as well, why are the bombshells not talking to Melisha? It seems weird to me. Because usually they pair all the bombshells together, no? It's weird. Harry also, he slept with an entire football team. He had an orgy with an entire football team. Girls football team or whatever. But, bro. And he has the cheek to be saying anything about Helena. I think Harry's a hoe, man. Harry's a hoe, and he wants to corrupt a young Shakira, and she needs to stay the hell away from him. He's an absolute hoe. He's out of order. He really is. Someone said it before. Someone saying it earlier about Helena being the ultimate side chick. I think so. She just, like she said, yeah, she doesn't have any standards. She's like, she wants a 4. Do you know what I mean? She wants a 4, and like that's good enough for her. Like her thing is, her bar's low. It's really, really low. Little Rock said, "Is it before he had hair?" I don't think so, because he had the hair transplant quite early. I think he had it around 24 or something. So I'm not sure. Too much information. He's being self-destructive. Yeah, I think so. Everyone's saying it's racism, coach, and Malaysia doesn't need them anyway. Yeah, I get that kind of thing. But I think it's just odd on the producer standpoint for them to not even put her with them. Like, do you know what I mean? To be part of that conversation. Will says Harry is gross, but he also says he's lying about the orgy. Most female footballers are lesbian. Is that a scientific? Is that backed up with data? If anything, he was watching in the corners with a burqa on. Like, did he? That man, please. Do you have to bring in for this? Okay, Erin's asking, can we move on for the struggle season? Okay, Erin. Okay, Erin, give me just a second because I need to get my other notes up, because Love Island USA, yeah, they've been doing bits. Wait, that's UK. Where's my USA? Oh, what have I done? It is a bit of a struggle. So yeah, hold on 1 second. Give me just a second because I just need to tweak this. This is longer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, let me know if there's any other things that we missed on UK. If not, we're going to move over to USA, which is doing bits right now. We had the results. Hold on. Where's my thing? We had the results of the we had the results of the recoupling in USA, which was just absolutely wild. I rate the American people because they done exactly what needed to be done. Seriously. Yeah, oh my God. That's so true. What do you call it? Huda and Jeremiah having actual full-blown sex. It's just, oh God. Is it judgmental? Okay, guys, tell me, is this judgmental? Because I'm just like, your mom. It bothers me. It bothers me that she's having sex with someone she's met less than 2 weeks on national television. It's not even a matter of time, but it's national television, global television, even global. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like this for her at all. And I feel like she needs to relax. I think she really, really needs to relax. Let me put this in here. I'm surprised though, because Huda is Muslim. Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like this all, people are Christians, people are Muslims, all this stuff nowadays. I don't know what it means. Like, I know what it means, obviously, literally, but you've got to be kind of a bit liberal to go on this show. I mean, she has a 5-year-old child. Yeah, no, she's a 5-year-old. That's what I'm saying. But like, is this what you want? Like your kid to be in the playgrounds and people are just, did they do it in front of everybody? It looks, the way that they edited it is suggesting that they done it in the main room where everyone was sleeping, because it looked like she got on top of him. She was doing bits before the lights even turned off. Like, I don't know, man. I think Huda's doing the most. I think she's doing the most. Seriously. So to be in this situation, yeah. Imagine your kid seeing this. It's embarrassing. Yeah, I think so. I think she should have more of a responsibility. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. Alondria says, do you think she used protection? Oh, I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. Oh my God. Seriously. Because they must have protection around, right? So they must see something, or they should be able to get like an after, what do you guys call it in America? Like plan B or something. Or she might be on something. I don't know. Who knows? Who do I think she's Leah? Who's me? Oh, was that what Leah was on? I don't even know. Also, she's man, boy, crazy is what I meant by saying she has a fight. Oh, okay, I get you. They must have all been tested. Yeah, I imagine so. But that still, it doesn't protect against necessarily all things. Yeah, that's mad. It's a lot. It kind of made me uncomfortable, and I think it isn't a flex. And the way that she kind of announced it to the girls in the makeup room was like it was a flex, and I was just like, babes, this ain't a flex, man. Do you know what I mean? Because even the girls were a little bit shocked. They were just like, oh, and she was just like, oh, I can't tell you where it happened. The way herpes was swimming through that villa. Oh God. I don't know. Ace hates Jeremiah with a passion. He hates him. He hates him. He really does. Production gives them enough spells. Maybe. I think I think they have to have them available, no? I don't even think sex is allowed in Love Island. No, I mean it is. They do have it. It's not the first time. That's happened in a couple of shows in the UK one. Yeah. Seriously. It's happening quick. So in the beginning of the episode, we did have Hannah. Obviously, no, the episode before it had Hannah lips in Pepe, right? And then she comes back from lips in Pepe, and she sees Charlie. It was just so weird. She just seemed so guilty. And she really kind of tried to play it down to Charlie, like, oh, yeah, we were just getting, we're just kissing. It was nothing. And she didn't say how she climbed on top of him, how he was grabbing her ass, all these kind of stuff. Not that he wants to hear that, but she really did play it down like it weren't a big thing. And I think Hannah just played herself, really. If she really likes Charlie, she played herself so badly. And then also as well, like her, what do you call it? What was I going to say? Her just like, if she likes him so much, why didn't she leave? Because she doesn't like him. He's just something to do right now. I think it is, as they have the hideaway. That's very true, Alondra. That's true. Erin says, I'm going to wait to call it with my thoughts because, child, this was a lot. Okay, cool. Thank you, Erin. I don't like, Shayla's saying, hey, Shayla, I don't like Hannah. Hope she gets beat off next. Really? She's a hypocrite. Oh, because she got annoyed with Charlie because he went to talk to Iris. Yeah, she's just horny. I agree. She really is. She really, really is. So let me even go through my notes. So in the end, what did we have? We had, so obviously the American public, they were choosing which bombshell got to couple up with who, and whoever got booted out of their couple was vulnerable. It was a lot. It was actually a lot. They broken up the couples, and then the Islanders had to choose who had to go home, and it was difficult, man. Obviously, Jalen, he got coupled up with Orlandia, and the way that, what was not pissing me off, but I've just thought this is so bad. The way they make them go sit down next to the person, so like Taylor has to move. shift himself over and stuff and get out of his couple with Valandia. Then they call them up to go and stand in front of everybody. It was a lot. That was a long time for Taylor to be upstanding watching Jalen move on with Valandia. And Valandia looked cozy. I don't know about you, but she looked cozy to me, honestly. And Jalen put his arm around her as well. Boy. And I think it's at that point that Hannah realized what was going to happen, because obviously Pepe, he got put with Hannah. Obviously Charlie was super, super hurt. I just thought like Hannah's like pure, utter chaos. She's a chaotic person because she's actually super funny and she's pretty smart, but she, as Shayla said, she's horny. She's proper horny, man. Poor Charlie. His face was hurt. And the thing is with them two, because they had the conversation just earlier where she was like, she chose Charlie, right? She's just like, yeah, you know, she's chilled with Pepe enough now. She's kissed him enough, and she doesn't want anyone but Charlie. So they had this heart to heart, only to come to the fire pit for the American public to put Pepe with Hannah. Just breaking them up. It was bad. It was bad. And then I think the worst one obviously is when Iris got paired with Jeremiah. Ace wanted it to be him. I knew that. I could see that. And the whole village is absolutely shocked. Huda, her mouth is permanently open. She was just like, what? What? Like, even Orlando was just like, what the fuck? Everything. It was just crazy. But yeah. Jeremiah didn't have any words. I thought at this point, if he really likes Huda, he should be saying something encouraging to her, like, oh, don't worry about it, baby, it's fine, or something, like kind of thing. But he had absolutely no words. Iris was shocked. But yeah, so then they had to vote. The Islanders had to vote who was supposed to go out of them. So out of Huda, Taylor, and Charlie, and they all had to give like a little speech. Sierra went first. Everybody's crying, by the way. Amaya is crying hard. But you would have thought someone died, Amaya, and bro, she was just going in. She really was very, very sad. So anyway, Sierra goes first, and she was just like, no, she's just going on strength of original couples. She picked Charlie. Nick, he was the first one really to throw shade at Huda, because he was just like, he thinks that people should be exploring new connections and like not have tunnel vision and find like safety and he thought that the being safe about it is an insecurity thing, and he picked Huda. Huda is so friggin' shocked. She's so friggin' shocked. Her mouth is open. She couldn't believe it. Like, this is the guy that she chose to share her secret with about her having a baby. Do you know what I mean? To help Jeremiah's relationship with her so he could speak to someone, a guy, about it. You know, she's shocked. She didn't realize she could be betrayed by Nick. And had she picked up what he was putting down by him telling Jeremiah, you need to be mindful about what you're doing with Huda, then she wouldn't be in that position. She should have known she can't trust Nick. She really couldn't. She should have known. Anyway, then Austin picks Taylor. So at this point, everybody's got 1 point. Yeah. Charlie has 1, Huda has 1, Taylor has 1. Yeah. Huda is big freaking mad. She's mad. She's mad that she's in the situation. She's mad that Iris is with Jeremiah. She's just mad. She's mad that Nick chose her. She's big mad. Big mad. Then it goes to Shelley. You know, Shelley's like, peace and love. I love you all. Da, 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 da. But she picks Charlie. Then Ace. I don't know why, yeah, but Ace just decides to do like big speech. He decides to do this biggest speech ever. He was just like, yeah, I've enjoyed getting to know all of you. I've been watching, observing. Like, bro, who made you the watcher? Who made you the watcher, bro? He said, you know, I saw 2 people put their heart out there. You know, 1 person didn't. 1 person for sure has been locked in. They've been closed off. And to me, that's BS. Ace. To you, that's BS. No, who died and made you king? Who, honestly? No, he waited for this moment. He was giddy for this moment, honestly. Oh my God. He says he feels that people have hidden agendas, and I don't think this person is here to find true love. And he picks Huda. The same Huda that he wanted to move to, he's now like, oh, bet. He must have said in that moment, he must have said, bet, I'm going to catch you back. He waited for that moment. I couldn't believe it. Huda couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Jeremiah couldn't believe it. People couldn't believe it. Ace. He's the menace. No, Erin, you cannot be rating this. Are you anyway? We'll talk about it. But yeah, he went in. He was like, I'm gonna let my all out. Then Amaya is still to go. So now Amaya, so Huda's got 2, Charlie's got 2, Taylor's got 1 at this moment in time. Amaya, well, she's the final person to vote. She was a little bit confused. Obviously, she's a little bit all over the place. And she's like, you know, crying and everything like that. But she said she went back to what happened earlier. So, like, just side note. So when Hannah was getting it on with Pepe, and they were kissing it down and all this kind of stuff, kissing in the challenge, all this stuff and everything like that, Charlie started to get in his feelings, and he started to get a little bit rocket up his ass and try go and start pulling people. So who does he try and go and pull? He tries to go and pull Amaya. Amaya, who came in with Hannah, bombshells together. These girls are tight, you know? We always see them taking pictures together. These girls are tight. He goes and pulls Amaya, talking about, you know, I think I've closed myself off too early. You know, I'd really like to get to know you a bit more. And she's just like, look, Charlie, like, you're really nice and everything, but Hannah's my girl. Plus, I think that you're doing this out of emotion. I think that's the reason why you're doing this. And she can't do that to Hannah. So she just can't, you know. Really bad move on Charlie's part. Really, really bad move. And that was like the final nail in the coffin, because Amaya was just like, yeah, because of things that happened recently. And she picked Charlie. Now, which meant Charlie's going home. Now, if I was Amaya, I would have picked Taylor, so it's even, so they would have to take it to a different place. Because if it was even and everybody had 2, then what would they have to do? Then the other people would have to vote as well, right? So he would have had more of a chance, and it wouldn't have been Amaya's decision. Because I don't think, because Amaya doesn't know that the conversation now that Hannah and Charlie have had, that they're now, you know, bonded or whatever, she doesn't know what she's really breaking up, you know? She could have made it, she could have made it even. And then it could have either gone to like public results, or they would have to choose or something. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was bad. Hannah starts crying hard, like it's like a guttural cry now. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, she didn't offer to leave with him. She didn't offer to leave with him, but she was crying proper hard. She really was. We had Huda looking up to the sky like she was praying, like, thank you, God, because I'm going to kick somebody's ass in here. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, what I did notice also as well, all the girls, so Amaya, Sierra, and Shelley, they all voted the same way. They all voted for Charlie, which is interesting. And Nick and obviously Ace, they both voted for Huda. And it was only Austin that voted for Taylor, which was a stupid thing for him to do. He said that he fucked up as well. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Of course you fucked up. Oh my God. So it was proper intense. It was proper intense. And I know, yeah, Huda is going to lose her mind. Like the thing that I watched, I couldn't see the proper tomorrow night, so I didn't even know what properly happened. But yeah, Gilda says, poor Irish, Jeremiah gave her the ick and now coupled up with Jeremiah. Yeah, but she's going to move on to Ace anyway. Ace making, what's her name, Iris breakfast and basically telling Shirley, yeah, I want to get to know her. Wild. I don't like Ace. I don't like Ace. I think Taylor can go home since he's got his girlfriend on the outside allegedly anyway, so he can go. But yeah, it was a lot. What else happened in this episode? Oh yeah, when Ariana was asking Huda how did she feel, Huda was like, oh, I feel like I've been slapped in the face, and Ariana was like, by America. You know how rude that is? It's rude, man. Seriously. And Huda's like, yeah, by whoever voted and stuff. Like, I'm trusting they've got good like mental health support over there. I'm hoping that they have, because that's a lot. That was a very loaded thing to say. It was ridiculous. A ridiculous thing to say. But now everyone's gonna have like a real insight into what the public is thinking as well. So yeah. Hannah, she blocked her blessing by doing that one. She really, really, really did. Now we bitch. Seriously. I'm just gonna put on real quickly the I haven't actually watched it yet. The what do you call it? First look for USA. Because I save it for this time. Let me bring it up. Oh. First look is out. Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up right now. Let's have a look. Oh, because I still can't afford. Oh, guys, also as well, yeah, I got halfway monetized the other day, yesterday, I think. So I can get super chats and stuff, you know. Just thought I'd let you guys know. So I'm happy about. Right, let's is this the right one? The deceit's the trick. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, hey, Saf. Only just caught up on the UK one. I'm sorry. We're giving you more. Let me share this real quick. Bro, what's gonna happen this episode? Oh, I always forget you guys can be calling Shia lamppost is really your worst insult. But you know, Tommy was acting brave. He was just acting super brave to impress Megan.
It's not fair.
It's not fair, I know.
I know.
How you gonna tell me how to date? I'm just saying how I feel. I don't
Nick,
give
shut
how
up,
anyone
man.
feels about how I like somebody.
But be strong, yeah.
He was my best friend here. It sucks.
You're next.
You have to test it. That's the only way you know if it's gonna work. If it's smooth sailing every day. America, you told us up with that one. I ain't gonna lie. You told a Villa new ass. I ain't gonna like crazy as now everybody beefing.
I don't know whether it's America hates me or America sees something that I don't.
You see what happens when you don't step it up and you ain't sure? You get put in situations like that.
You don't like
Honestly,
that.
I needed this. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
There's no secret. Honestly, I needed this. You get what I'm saying? There's no secret. America knows I love country men.
Like, what the f is wrong with you? Like, you're a bitch.
Today you're going on a triple date with other new couples. What?
Nah, I don't think I could trust you.
Well, I wouldn't trust me.
I wouldn't trust him either. I wouldn't trust him either. Oh my god.
Don't.
Oh my gosh, this makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Iris, can I pull you, please?
This is crazy.
Oh god. How do you think Iris is gonna handle Huda? Thank you, Saf. Getting there one view at a time. Thank you, guys. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys at all. Let me think. Oh my god. Oh, how do you think Iris is going to deal with Huda? Hannah crying and giggling is crazy. Hannah is all over the place. She is all over the place. Hannah is unhinged, but I love her for it. I think she makes great TV. Honestly. Poor Charlie, though. He's going to be waiting for her as well. Because the way he forgave her after what she done with, what's it called? Pepe. Because she was just like, oh, Pepe's just, what did she say? Pepe's just like surface level or something like that. She don't even like the guy like that. But she'll make it work. She'll want to stay in the show, you know? I cannot believe it. Okay, let me just drop this link in. Anyone to share their thoughts? Oh no, what am I doing? I'm doing the wrong thing. Share their thoughts on either UK or USA. I'm open to both. Also, guys, make sure you like this video, please. Like the video. What is? Oh, sorry, I saw the rest of it. I can't see it yet on the live chat to send a super chat. Oh, okay, cool. We'll probably kick in soon then. No worries. But yeah, if anyone wants to come on stage and chat and tell me what they think, and I just say, yeah, she said Pepe was more of a physical connection. Yeah, you know, but it was just a bit wild the way she went about it, and she done it so quickly as well. Like, I feel like, oh, did she? Because she was getting annoyed at Charlie because he was talking to Iris in the bedroom, but it wasn't like they were just talking. It didn't seem like it was anything, to be honest. But what Charlie tried to do with Amaya was wild. Wild. Absolutely wild. Seriously. Hey, USA, ma'am, you're winning. You're absolutely winning. There's no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it. Absolutely winning. I cannot fault the show at the moment. It's pretty good. I do want more options for Shelley though. Like, she cannot just be there to suffer Ace. Like honestly, she needs more options. It's just not fair. Gilda said, Huda is crazy. No one will be sleeping in that villa. 100%. 110%. No one's going to be sleeping. Also saying, even the minute Ace was saying his speech, Jeremiah and Huda were shocked. Yeah. Because the thing is, yeah, I think Ace has been hinting at not liking Jeremiah. But for him to come out and say it like that, like not liking Huda and to vote for her, is really bad. Really, really bad. I think Huda is going to interrogate Jeremiah. Probably, because he can't do nothing right by her at the moment. There's nothing, because she wants more from him. And it's just like, what more can he really give? Like, I don't know. Just does it look like to you that Jeremiah's not doing enough for Huda? Like, I didn't really get that vibe. Like, he's all over her. Like, he's not Taylor. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit. She's weird anyway. When they were even talking, they had like, well, she's saying that, oh, I'm toxic and I can be a bitch and I can do that and all this kind of stuff. Oh, 1 second. We have a caller. Hey, Erin.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic. I have not smiled this big in my life.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I'm ever going to get the smile off my face. I really think that this episode of USA was just like, it was like Christmas came early.
Okay.
You know, it was like the Thanksgiving table was filled with food. Okay.
Yes.
Like the best decision producers ever made was giving us the power.
Right.
Was giving us the opportunity to actually do something. Because let's be honest, it was going slow, and we needed to light that place up.
Yeah. They wouldn't have done it themselves. I don't think they would have done it themselves. And like, I guess like in the UK one, we get to choose most of the time. So it's odd when we don't choose. Do you know what I mean? So that must be, it must feel good like having the power in your hands.
Listen, I remember when they announced that we were going to be able to do something, and we were all on X, like, all right, guys, everybody clock in.
Yeah.
We need chaos. We want problems. We don't want peace. Okay. I think people were actually in Canada using
VPN.
Yes. Using different phones, tablets, whatever they could find to make sure this vote went through. Because
I love it.
I was excited to see what would have happened had we had this opportunity for other seasons. But this is the right season to have it for, because you cannot have this good of a cast in there and not take the opportunity when you have it. No, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
It would be crazy. So I will say, from the first couple of minutes of this episode, I don't think I could even sit still, because I just wanted to get to the end. I just wanted to get to where the chaos started. And seeing Huda and Jeremiah have this weird mom and son conversation, because it's really starting to get weird.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be speaking down to a grown man like you change his diaper, like you feed him, you got a bottle, you breastfeeding him. It's weird. But then I also have to whack Jeremiah, because you keep letting this shit happen.
I mean, does he like it? Because it seems like he likes it.
I think that Jeremiah is thinking a little bit more about the game than people think he is. Right?
I mean, no. I think people know that he's strategic. Well,
people are starting to sympathize with him because of the way we've seen Huda move. But the problem is, people have forgotten the narrative that we know Jeremiah to be. There's a reason why X calls him Shamar Less. Okay?
What do you mean?
He's not Shamar Moore. He's Shamar Less. Okay? There's a reason for that.
That's hilarious.
I see what he's doing, and I think I've seen it from the very first episode, where he wouldn't kiss the first Trumpy girl, and only wanted to be respectful. I mean, who wants to be respectful 5 minutes in? You just got here. So he latched onto Huda, thinking that, okay, she might be the it girl. Let's see how far we can ride this. And I think it's starting to backfire on him, because he's realizing that he bit off a little bit more than he could chew.
Yeah.
And there's no wiggle room, because it's either he sticks with her, or he ends up looking like the asshole for just dumping her halfway after love bombing her 5 minutes in.
And also finding out that she's a mom. He can't.
Exactly.
Like, do you know what I mean?
I have to say, the MVP of this episode is Nick.
Yeah, okay, explain.
And Amaya.
Okay.
Those three are some shit stirrers, and I love them for it. Amaya, not so much shit stirring, but just giving us the telenovela, you know? Giving us the drama, the waterworks, the Oscar-winning tears. Yeah, she gave us that.
She was doing a lot.
But Nick started this episode out of the gate being messy. Can we actually just talk about that game and that kiss with Nick and Lalandria? Because wow.
Well, Nick stays trying to kiss Lalandria, really. Like it's the same as how Hannah sees Pepe. Like, the physical attraction is there, but he doesn't want more than that from her. Do you know what I mean? So any chance he gets to kiss her, he will.
I felt that way initially, but I'm starting to feel like there's more. And if we're given the opportunity to cause a little bit more chaos, I think that it could possibly happen. Because on the first day, Nick did express that he was interested in her and Bella. And I
Yeah.
think for some reason that got lost in the archive somewhere at production. They lost the tapes. We didn't see the conversation because they did that one game where if you wanted to kiss someone, you would stand up, right?
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
stood up
yeah.
and he went straight to her.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and
So-
she didn't go. She didn't go back there though. She went to Ace.
I don't think she knew Nick kissed her. I don't think she knows at
Oh.
all. Yeah.
Still, you think?
Still.
Maybe.
I do not
Maybe.
think she has a clue because if she knew that there was an option with Nick, would she be sitting here managing Taylor? Hell no.
I think I think her and Sierra are pretty decent friends, so I don't think she would go there. And I think she prefers a Southern man, as she keeps on saying, you know. So I can see why she was sick.
I mean,
And Nick is messy. Nick is messy as far as I'm concerned. And
Nick
also,
is messy.
you know, he's done what's her name, Bella.
Yeah, we see the Bella situation. Yes, he was messy for that situation because the way he did Bella was grimy.
It was
Getting that girl to lose all morals and then sending her packing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I will say that I've just started to sense that a lot more of these men are attracted to Alondra, but everybody's not pressing because they've all gotten into this friendship where nobody wants to upset each other. And I think that yesterday was probably the first time where I saw a lot of the guys who've been hiding whatever attraction they have step up because Alondra's lips was busy yesterday.
She was working.
She was working hard. And I was just like, what did production do? Put her name in all of the tapes?
Yeah, it seemed weird. Also, sorry, side note, but that host, why did she disappear halfway through the thing? That was weird.
So a lot of people don't know who Paige DeSerbo is, and she's from another Bravo TV reality show called Summer House. And why they brought her, I don't know. I didn't see the point of it. We already had Ariana, but whatever. Maybe Ariana had to do something. But it was weird because it looked like she teleported through the episode. Yeah, it didn't make sense. So yeah, that was very odd. But watching the games were pretty standard until we get to Jeremiah. Until we get to Jeremiah, and Jeremiah decides that he wants to break the shackles.
Yes. Yes.
The look on Huda's face when she peeked over and she saw her man, her baby Zaddy, coming with Alondra down like he's life dependent on it.
Mate, you know what's so funny? Because I swear they had another challenge before where I think he kissed Alondra on her cheek, and Huda said, "Oh, you could have kissed her. I wouldn't have minded." And I was thinking at that time, yes, you would have. Like, do you know what I mean? And it presents itself, and you absolutely do mind. You do. Like, she's not a chill girl.
Huda is never going to. She's never going to beat the allegations of being this jealous psycho when it comes to her man. She's just never going to beat those allegations. So regardless of how she tries to play it cool, we've seen her on multiple occasions call different women the B word. We've seen her essentially try to put a tracking device on this man when he's 5 minutes away from her. So it's just it's not believable. And I knew she was going to have a problem with it. And I thought that it was going to come up after the game where she was going to just, go in on like, why did it have to be my friend? But I think Jeremiah was already at the point of just, I'm over this shit. You're doing too much. It's a game. You've kissed multiple guys in a game, and I didn't bite your head off for it.
Right.
So he just looked like, and I think whenever you see Jeremiah laugh when she's talking, it's because it's the audacity.
He's not good look. He's not happy. He's not
not
happy.
happy.
Yeah, definitely not.
She's become a terror in that villa to a point where no one's having fun. This isn't a fun experience anymore for anybody. So I welcomed the chaos that followed soon after, because Hannah, baby girl, let's talk about Hannah for a second.
Yeah. I like Hannah, man. I've got time for Hannah. I like her. How do you feel about her?
I liked Hannah when she initially started her mess, because when she first came in and she latched onto Trumpy number 2, I was just like, okay. And she's like, oh, not a lot of women come into this villa and find their man and not have to fight over him. I won. And I was like, all right, girl, cool, great. But when she started out here getting back shots in the speakeasy, I was like, I love this girl. I love this girl.
Now she's, what do you mean Trumpy number 2? Charlie's not a Trump supporter.
Charlie is a Trump supporter.
What?
Yes. Why do you think him and Austin get along so well? That's why.
Say ain't so.
Yeah, Charlie's a Trump supporter. We pulled those receipts and we found them literally 5 minutes after he walked in. So
no way.
It's just I think it's the Trumpy season for some reason. So we got
they should learn something, because they're all going home. Apart from Austin hanging on for dear life.
Oh, Austin, he's holding on to my sister's braids for dear life.
Honestly.
Okay? It's crazy. But Hannah, I think she wanted to explore her options. And I think that what I don't like with Hannah is you are okay doing whatever you want. But the moment you see Charlie having a conversation with Iris, it's like, oh, why is he having a conversation with? And it's like, okay, Hannah, you can't do that. You can't. It's a conversation. You were literally having a baby with Pepe in the speakeasy. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's a double standard, and it was unnecessary as well, because
it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then we have Ace. Ace, honestly, I worry about this man's safety when he gets out the villa, because people are coming for his neck, his ankles, his wrist.
I mean, he should prepare himself.
It's just I understand why everybody's mad at him. I'm mad at him. He's my client. He's been my client since day one, but he stresses me out because of the things that he does. Because it's like, you don't need to do these things, but you do them because you are agent of chaos, which I love about you and hate at the same time. This whole back and forth between him and Shelly and Austin, it's becoming too much. Yeah, and you can see Austin getting exhausted. Shelly's getting exhausted from this whole thing. Like, I haven't seen her really smile in the past couple of episodes. So we need to wrap that storyline up.
Yeah. I'm bored of it now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm bored of it. It's not gonna happen. He doesn't really like her enough to put her first. He will only put her first when there's nothing new and shiny coming in. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, is that really what you want for yourself, hun? Like, no. He's not a good fit.
I think we need to close that chapter. I think if people can, if that storyline can die, then people would just start to see Ace for what he really is, which is a tool to keep this show running. And we don't need to be mad about, the demonic moves that he makes. But yeah, him coming into the girls' makeup room and bringing in breakfast to Iris, I was just like, this is such clown behavior. Ace,
that was rude. That's what that felt like. It felt very, very rude. I don't like it.
And I loved Alondria's reaction with, like, seriously?
Yeah.
Like, you weren't just doing hibachi the other day?
Exactly. He was getting mad at Austin because he made a breakfast instead. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now you're doing all of this. It's just like, come on, man.
Ace is just, he needs help. Then, honestly, I'm ready to get to this recoupling, because watching Hannah already crash out very quickly, I was like, oh, girl, just because you and Charlie made up and had a little quick conversation, girl, relax. He's not going off to war. He's just going back to Heathrow. It's gonna be okay. It's okay. But she has her little meltdown.
Mm-hmm.
But then I start watching everybody have a meltdown, and I'm like, what is happening in this villa? Why is everybody crying?
Mm.
When Ariana said, Iris, you are now coupled up with Jeremiah,
Well,
I think Ace and I laughed at the same time. I think we actually laughed at the same time because it was such a sweet release of justice being served. Because I think Ace in that moment felt validated for the little things that he's been feeling about these two. And I think a lot of people were misdirecting his animosity towards them in thinking that he wanted Huda. Yes, he kissed Huda on like the second day and said that, he wanted to get to know her. But I don't think that his sole purpose was to split them up so he can have Huda. I think he saw that they coupled up so early and they were trying to solidify their relationship as the best in that villa. And he was like, y'all not getting to the end. I see the game you guys are playing. You guys want to be day one, A1, so that when you get to the end, that's your argument. Ace came here to win. He came here to win.
You know what? So and so did Jeremiah in that, but I do think that Ace, I don't think he coupled up with he dislikes them because he can't be with Huda. No, he does. But I think he does. But I feel like he is doing it to humble Huda. That's what it is. It's not like he wants to be with her anymore because she's already rejected him. So now he wants to humble her. And I feel like this is a pattern of behavior where he does these things. Like I will refer to how he's treating Shelley. Do you know what I mean? He had an opportunity to pick her. He didn't pick her. It's a very humbling experience when you know someone likes you, but because you haven't been so forthcoming, I'm not even going to pick you again. Like you're going to have to earn it back. Like I feel like it's that he's got a bit of venom there, and I think it's because he's fueled by ego. Like I mean, obviously most people are, but like his ego is hurt. And like as I mentioned the other day, he in social media land, he is miles ahead of everybody else. He really is. Yeah. So like I think he thinks like, y'all my minions, like he said I'm watching.
Yeah.
What you're watching? Like you're this great observer, and only you can see the truth. Like whatever.
I will say, I noticed in the conversation that he had with Iris, he said something that we had not heard since he's been in that villa. He mentioned how he'd been in relationships where he was played, essentially, where he was probably not chosen, or girls dissed him. And I think that that's a lot of where his ego comes from, is wanting to humble people. He even said that, like, on After Sun, he said that the question was, oh, have you ever lied on a dating app? And he said he lied about his height. Obviously, the insecurity about his height is probably something he's probably had to deal with women. So there's a lot going on with Ace that I think therapy is going to do wonders for, if he can apply himself to it.
Yeah.
But I will say the laugh for me was a good moment. It was a great moment because it's the shock of Huda hearing this.
Yeah.
Jeremiah smirking, because I think people miss that. And then Amaya being over the top in that setting. Yeah. So I think that, Huda did not expect that. But when they had to vote, and Nicholas stood up with that bump on his lip and said, "Yeah, I'm voting Huda." Her eyes were beat red.
Yeah.
The betrayal, because this is the man that was saying he was going to be an uncle to your child.
Exactly.
She entrusted
him with the secret,
Like, and the thing is, I think Nick figured out what Huda was trying to do in that moment. I think he clocked it because you didn't give him this information this whole time you've been in this villa with him. And now you're giving it to him after he's expressed concerns about your relationship with Jeremiah. Like, hey, here's why I've been acting so crazy. Here's why I need you on my side. And she blanketed with, oh, you know, I just feel like Jeremiah needs someone to confide in and talk to about these things. So I think Nick might be a bobblehead most of the time, but he's actually smart. He clocked it and was like, oh, girl, you running game. Okay, cool. Say less. Yeah, I think she played herself with that hand because we can say Ace doesn't know about the kid. He's fueled by just hate.
Yeah, he is fueled by hate. Yeah. 100%.
But Nick, you can tell that he's had time to process all that information, and he's thinking to himself, yeah, but it's almost like you gave him this information about you having a kid to essentially like put him in place, lock him down, because he's gotten this far in with you. He started to like you. He's built a strong connection with you, and then you give him this information, and now it's almost like he's boxed in and there's no wiggle room, because if he leaves you, then he's the asshole who kicked you to the curb after finding out that you had a kid.
Yeah, no, I see that, and I never agreed with her philosophy anyway, like to hold on to that information. She should have just said it from the start, how she told the girls from the start. Like, it's just, it would have saved her a little bit of heartache, I think. Do you know what I mean?
It probably would have even saved her a lot of time as well. Because Jeremiah then would have been able to let her know what he really, really felt, because I don't think he's fully expressed what he felt when he got that information. Because I think he was scared that she would blow up or it would turn into an argument. So he was just like,
I think he was scared he would look like the bad guy. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what he was primarily like, because he was shocked. He was holding his head. His head was down. He was holding his head. He said, I can't even look at you in the beginning. And then he was just like, oh yeah, but I love kids. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. It's just the one. Like, do you know what I mean? It was like, he remembered he's on camera.
Yeah. Because like usually in those situations, the first thing you ask is, oh, how old is your kid? Oh, she's 5. What's her name? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, how long, have you split up from the dad? He didn't have those questions because he was just thinking to himself, what did I get myself into?
Yeah. What the hell?
What did I get myself into?
And now I feel like she is using her pum-pum to kind of silence him. Because every time they kind of get into a bit of an argument, she's like, oh, shall we go in the shower? Or can we do that thing? Or do you know what I mean? It's just...
She's one of those girls. And I think that the problem here for Huda is a lot of the guys are clocking that. They're clocking that. And Jeremiah it's not that Jeremiah isn't seeing it. I think he sees it, but I think he's choosing to ignore it because like he told her when he found out about the kid, if we win, when we win, he's thinking about the end goal here.
Yes,
so it doesn't matter what Ace says. It doesn't matter what Nick says. It doesn't matter if she comes right out and says it. He's going to think about what that check is going to look like.
Yeah.
So Nick getting up there and betraying her, gold. Ace getting up there and adding the habanero spice to the injury that she had been dealt by America was everything. And I know people were saying that Ace is a hypocrite because he's saying people are being, closed up too quickly. It's given fake. It's given game player. Let's remove Ace from this equation. If we as viewers were watching this, we are saying the same thing. The only problem is right message, wrong messenger.
Yeah, I think Ace ain't gonna beat his charges, right? Do you know what I mean? He's got his own charges. He ain't gonna beat them. On how he's kind of gone about things with Shelley. Like, we know he's just playing around with that girl. So he's got his own charges. So he is almost like you're in a glass house yourself, my friend. Like you're throwing the stones,
Yeah.
So but that's the thing. That's why I think it comes down to ego, because he doesn't see that for himself. He feels like, oh, I'm the watcher. I'm seeing all this play out. You guys are too dumb. You're not seeing it. So let me say something about it. I'm gonna stand up and say something. He already, and because it was even him that were planting the seeds into Nick's mind anyway about what is going on between Huda and Jeremiah. He's the ultimate game player.
Yeah, he is.
And I can't like him. It's too wrong.
I think that what really kind of hit him in that moment was realizing that he wasn't going to couple up with Iris in that moment, right? Because that was the whole plan.
Yeah. That's
letting Shelly know, hey, I'm also interested in Iris. I'm still interested in you, but I'm, leaning towards Iris. So I think the combination of finding out that this twist happened, he's still stuck with Amaya.
Yeah. And she's crying, wailing like a banshee.
Wailing.
You know what I mean?
let's actually get onto Amaya, because I think her decision to choose Charlie was weird.
Yeah. So, you know what? Go on. So why do you think it's weird?
It was weird because I feel like if she had really thought about this, Charlie's an option for her. In a sense that if, let's say she kept Charlie, Hannah comes up with Charlie, she's already expressed that she wants Pepe, right? The first thing she said was, oh my God, I have a big crush, blah, 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 blah. You get Pepe, because who else is interested in Pepe? Sierra is not leaving Nick. We've already established that. So you have something to fall back on, and you get to leave Ace in the dust. But you getting rid of your friend's man just so you both can end up fighting. She still has an option. You're still stuck with your nemesis. Where does that leave you?
I don't know. I feel like Amaya, she's very raw with her emotion, and I think Charlie moving to her like that really rubbed her up the wrong way. Like, because I think from her point of view, you can't just see me as any option. I'm not an option like that for you, And I think she saw it as disrespectful. However, if she had a moment to think about it properly, she should have just voted for Taylor, just to even it out. So then it doesn't become her decision anymore. That's what she should have done.
She's not the only one that messed up. She messed up. Austin messed up.
Austin messed up. But then I was thinking, who else would Austin actually vote for, though?
Well, what Austin should have done was probably stick with the boys and voted for Huda, because then his best friend would still be in the villa. But choosing Taylor, knowing
that was
Alondria does not want Taylor to go.
Yeah.
She's not gonna vote out Taylor. Ace is never voting out Taylor.
No.
He's been coaching him since day one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what are you doing? Why would you do this? Yeah, it was just all around bad decisions from the both of them. And I was just like, how does this help you guys get further than where you are? But I'm not mad at Austin shooting himself in the foot, because we already established that the guys don't really like Austin like that.
They don't.
They don't. Because Nick was visibly annoyed that Austin went straight to Charlie about the kiss with Hannah and Pepe. So it was just kind of like, oh, this is awkward for you. He has no Shelly. He has no Charlie. Yeah, Austin, just pack your bags and go home. It's okay. You can still catch Charlie at the airport. Just pack it up and go home.
They can go and chill and hang out together, I think. Austin can go now. He can go. I can't really see anyone for him. Who would have Amaya picked? I didn't think she would have picked Huda. That's the thing.
I wish Amaya was using, but maybe she is because she doesn't have the information that we have, which is that Huda has called her everything under the sun.
Yes,
but I think because she's trying to be a girl's girl and be loyal, she probably wouldn't have chosen
Mm-hmm.
She probably wouldn't have chosen Huda anyways, but the way the vote was done, it was weird. It was very weird, and I didn't like that because I wish we had been put in a position where we can decide
Mm-hmm.
who goes home.
Yeah, but they do that sometimes just so they can get a little bit more control. I think.
Yeah,
get a little bit of control back. Sometimes they do that.
It would have just been better that way because I knew that Huda going home would have been the best outcome because now it's going to be hell for everybody. You know, we saw that tonight's going to be a little tense. So
you kind of want. Sorry, my cat is crying.
Yeah, tonight's going to be a little tense. So yeah, I'm honestly, USA is dust in UK right now.
I mean, I cannot disagree with you. UK is dry compared to USA. It really is. It's trying, but
the racism is overriding all of that. It's not getting far.
There's a racial divide for sure.
Yeah, like
and it's manufactured.
I really went into the UK just like, all right, if it's good, then I'll stick around. I saw the lineup and I was just like, we haven't even started the season and there's already drama. 2 people being, all right, forget it. Let's just wrap this whole thing up. So USA is holding that title. We came to play. We came to play. Yeah. So let's see what happens tonight. I think that from the first look, it looks like everything's gonna kind of get a little tense and then die down quickly. Yeah. But Huda is going to be on a warpath because she's not letting this go. I don't think she will. I really don't think she will. And Casa can't come soon enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. It can't come soon enough. Like, yeah, it's given early Love Island UK, the way things used to be really, really tense and high energy. And I don't know how they gave us that power, but man.
I mean, no, it's good. It's good. You guys, it's brilliant. It brings the people together as well. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you get the result that you want. Is when you don't get the result that you want.
I honestly did not think that the votes were going to go in our favor because there are more people watching USA than before. Like, we have Facebook moms who were already making campaigns for Charlie and Hannah and pushing for them to win. So, we have to split that up. Not on our watch. So I was actually scared because there were multiple campaigns for Hannah and Charlie. There were multiple campaigns for Austin and Shelly just to get Austin to the final. And I was like, oh, we need to shut this down. So we got one out the door, one more to go.
One more to go. Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, Sade. It was lovely talking to you. It's always great.
Lovely talking to you too. Seriously, thank you so much, Erin. I appreciate your insight as well, because it's good to have like an American perspective. Like, do you know what I mean? Because obviously you're going to have some nuances that we don't necessarily get through just watching it. Do you know what I mean? So appreciate your insight. So thank you.
Have a good night, Sade. We'll
see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
So cool. Thank you, Erin. Some really interesting points made. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever be Team Ace, but I do appreciate the drama he's bringing to the villa. I absolutely do. Let me just have a look at a few comments. Jordan. Hey, Jordan. Jordan Parker is saying Hannah will be over it in 5 minutes. As in over losing Charlie, probably. Not gonna lie, probably. Also says Huda is too strong for Ace and his red pill philosophy. Yeah, I mean, it might be that. Like, I think there's something odd going on with Ace anyway, just in terms of like how he's approaching things and that. So if he's a red pillar, I would not be surprised. I really wouldn't. Alondria says he literally was comforting her after she moved over for Iris to sit in her spot and he betrayed. Oh, Nick. Nick, yes, you're absolutely right. Nick was comforting Huda. He had his arm around her, and then he betrays her like Judas. Nick is a Judas. He's a Judas, mate. Austin was fine. Am I messed up? You think? I don't know. Say, is it Joe? Says, what time will Love Island UK drop? It's at 9 o'clock. It's 9 p.m. God, Sunday to Friday. That's it. On ITV2 in the UK, that is. Also says, Austin is not one of Ace's minions. He's fine and I love him. Do you? Shelley can go before him. Wow, Jordan. That's a strong statement. Shelley can go before Austin. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Seriously. Why do you two think everyone should be following Ace's BS? No, I mean I definitely don't. I don't know if that's what we're saying. I don't get it. That Andrew Tate crap is not on, at least for me. Like, okay. I don't know what I don't know Ace's like rhetoric. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? But he does give me a weird vibe, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was in that world, and I'm not here for it. I'm not an Ace fan, to be fair. Alondria says Ace is defo weird, but he's direct and low-key says all the things that other islanders are too scared to say. Yes, that is very, very true. Very true. And I do think, like, I wonder, this is the thing. So, like, if Ace coupled up with Iris, would he have sat her down and said, I don't want to kiss you outside challenges. I don't want you to touch me. Don't call me babes. Do you think he would have the same energy he had with Amaya, with Iris? I don't think so. And I think that's part of the thing that worries me about him and Shelley also, is because Shelley never saw that side to him. So from her point of view, he's just been this sweet, sometimes attentive guy for her. And she didn't really see how he was treating Amaya, like one-on-one, how disrespectful he was and how condescending he was. I don't know. I worry about, I don't think she's got all the right information to make an informed decision about Ace at the moment. I think that's what it is. He's a bunny. Dr. Uma would not be pleased, that's for sure. That is for sure. But yeah, I do think Love Island USA is absolutely doing bits at the moment. Like, it's got the absolute right energy and everything. I wonder what else did we... I think those are all the bits that we had. That's the silly one. But yeah. There was nothing that really came out in the game, is it really? Nothing too deep, apart from Nick and Orlandria kissing. She'll find out tonight. Alondria says, I think Ace is strategic, but he definitely is much more genuine to the Love Island game than Jeremiah is. Do you think? I think with them two, I think it's a case of game recognizes game. Like, they're literally both kind of doing the same thing. But I think that Ace is just a little bit more slick with it. I think he's a little bit more slick with it because he knows how to get a girl. He knows that he's like a hot commodity in the villa, and he knows how to get a girl interested. And kind of like, so he can secure his place. Whereas Jeremiah's thing was like very kind of like more brash. Like, let me just lock into one girl from the start, and then do you know what I mean? Like, make it to the end. I think Ace is trying to be more subtle about his game plan, but he does have one. I think they're the same. You know what? That's a good one. Yeah, I think so. Jordan says, I think in the preview, Shelley says, I don't know if I can trust you. And he said, I wouldn't. Exactly. Exactly. And I feel like, is he coming with that kind of attitude now because he's got a new interest? So therefore Shelley kind of becomes a Maya now. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on there, because what do you mean I wouldn't? Like, do you know how cocky you have to be? Like, seriously. But he's warning her so he can just be like, I told you not to trust me. I can imagine him saying that as well. So Shelley, that's why I want more options for Shelley, because she's stuck with Austin and she don't want Austin. She don't want him. And I don't think he really wants her, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Because I think she made a good point. Like, Ace is he's making an effort, whereas I think like Austin is kind of like just there, a bit like how Taylor is with Alondria. Like, it took him a lot to do the whole dance lesson and stuff. And I don't know, Austin's version of that was the meditation thing that he does. I don't know what kind of meditation. It's a different type of meditation anyway. Like, it's like an active meditation. I don't know. But that was his thing. I don't know. And I don't know if she's on that. She likes that, really. But yeah, let's see what happens in the next episode. I'm excited to watch it, honestly. Jordan says, when he didn't bring her breakfast and then chose Iris to kiss in the game, what else does she need? In terms like she wouldn't know. Oh, it's Tai Chi. Is that what he was doing? Why did he call it meditation then? Or is that for I don't know. Because he said that he learned that at like this psychedelic place that he went to, and the shaman taught him or something like that. I remember him saying that. But yeah, I mean, hopefully Shelley's getting the hint, but then also Shelley is stuck. She's stuck. She don't want to be where she is. She don't want to be where she is, but she was smart to be cautious and not put all of her eggs in the Ace basket, because Ace, he's like a kid in a candy store. Yep, it's a warrior meditation, ayahuasca. Is that how you say that? Ayahuasca, I guess. Cool. Okay. Interesting. Thank you, Jordan. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up there for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Please. Alondria, I'm going to be live streaming tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. So I'll be going live every day but Saturday. Yeah. After Love Island UK. So if it finishes at like 10, I'll be going live at 15:15. If it finishes at like a little bit later, then I'll be going live at 10:30 p.m. UK time. I will try and do the link early as well so you can see it on my page anyway. So yeah, I'll be back again tomorrow. Guys, make sure you like the video, please. Share this with like-minded people, and also subscribe to my channel. If you're a replay gang, leave me a comment as well, because I absolutely love those. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. See you later, guys. Bye.